And there we go. So this is the very first podcast. I have no bloody idea what is going to happen. So there were so many topics we were usually talking about, and it is quite difficult to engage one when you are not prepared. But
And when you're nervous.
are
No,
you
not
nervous?
nervous.
Are you
No,
nervous?
well, but I thought I would just like talk, and now it's like, oh fuck, now I need to actually say something. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
Boris, I will swear, this is my
Yeah.
sanctuary.
Please,
If I,
please do,
yeah,
please do. Let's just agree that try to avoid some very dirty and racist jokes.
okay, I'm out.
I mean,
Racist jokes, yes, but
we
dirty.
don't want to offend people right away from the
What?
from the
I
first.
think we had a misunderstanding. Then, yeah, we misunderstood each other. What we want out of this.
I have no idea what we want, but let's just pretend that we know.
Um,
We are 100% prepared, aren't we?
well, yes, it's just a question for what, we are 100% prepared, but I'm talking about the podcast.
Yeah, I'm talking about the
Okay.
podcast.
So yeah, the what did we choose? The it makes or made me smile. It makes me smile.
It makes me smile.
That sounds like it makes me. It like makes me. It made me smile. I don't know which one is easier to say.
It makes me smile. It makes me smile. It made me smile. It made me smile. It's like past tense, and sometime, a long time ago, I used to smile. Now I'm grumpy old, and I don't.
No, yeah. No, it's just like when I say it makes me smile, I just find this. It's like two kind of exhaling, syllables, which is like it's usually that's where the tongue twisters and the things are coming. But anyway, that's not the point. We are digressing. So what I wanted to say is using that. What what makes you smile, or what made you smile? That's why I like the past tense, because when we come together, we haven't seen each other well in a podcast environment in a
It's
week.
very difficult to say anyone in podcast.
Yeah, that's also true. But like, I haven't seen you, and let's say, okay, it made me smile. What made you smile? I don't know, this week, today, or
Oh, there are plenty of things that made me smile this week, and some of them I will not share with you. Because
okay.
otherwise you will not stop smiling, and that's not good.
Oh, I see, I
You
see.
know that the person who is smiling all the time occupies more space in tent.
What? No, I do not. I
Now,
mean,
now you know.
no, I know. Okay. Okay, but say something that you can.
I can't say anything because I don't know.
Oh, so the normal everyday life that is you're not hiding that there's nothing to smile. There's no happiness.
No,
There's
it's
nothing to
it's
smile.
just filled with pain and misery.
Ah, yeah, it's quite. Where are you from? Which country? Say again.
The country of Les Miserables.
Los Miserables. Oh, I see. Okay. Less Estonia. Less Estonia. Less Estonia. Like less. No,
Yeah,
let's not go there. Let's not the dirty avenues I didn't go down.
yeah.
Um,
So tell me, do you remember some time ago you told me that you want to have a dog,
mm.
but I'm a cat person. Although I love dogs, but
Again, why are we friends? Anyway,
I don't know. But let's put it on the test now.
yeah. Yeah. So this could be for everyone. Thank you for listening. This could be the first and the last
And the last, yes,
episode.
yes. I hope it will be very popular. Like those big artists or musicians that made just one or two big hit songs, and
Like one hit
they
wonders. Yeah.
vanished, and
Uh, well, I mean, did they become rich?
I don't know. Maybe their relatives became rich
Hmm.
after these people.
So you have to die, and then your relatives. So how do I benefit? That's the.
Yeah, for instance, Van Gogh, he died in poverty. Van Gogh, but I mean, living now, he will be a one of the most successful artists of all time.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so what? Dogs
So
versus
yeah,
cats.
dogs, cats. Why dogs?
I guess we never had a cat really. Uh, plus, do, Dogs kind of like you. Cats don't give a shit about you.
depending on the breed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It could be. I don't know. I don't have anything against cats. It's maybe because we always, when we had pets, we didn't always have pets, but when we did, they were dogs. I really love the this very obvious and unconditional love that
They make you
they
smile.
can give you. They make, yeah, exactly. See, I would have a standard answer to this question
Yeah,
every week.
absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why do you like
It's
sausages?
I just
They
like
make me
hey, smile.
smile.
That's another good one. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Well, I do know that's this is it. It has always we always had dogs. I really like how they can just love. We like really anybody, and they're very playful. They're beautiful. I don't know. Yeah, it's those kind of things. So you, why cats?
Well, the first thing is I had a horrible allergy when I was a little kid, and I was dreaming to become this.
Like a vet.
No, 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 never, 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 never. I will never hurt anyone. But I was dreaming to become a how do you call it? The person who is riding the horse, the horseman.
Jockey.
Yeah, yeah, not that, but to deal with the horses. But at some point, I got quite sick.
Stableman. I don't know.
As the stableman, yes, I'm a very stable man.
Yeah, and funny.
Yeah, so yeah, and first animal that I had it was rat,
Oh.
but unfortunately they live such a short life.
Hmm.
2.5 years just passed really fast. And after that, I got a cat. That was the first, like, a serious pet in my life. And
But did you
she,
get the cat or the family got the cat? I
no,
never
no,
had
no,
my
no.
own
I bought the
animal.
cat. It was in the Soviet Union. In the Soviet Union time, I bought a cat for 1 ruble.
For
And
yourself?
yes,
Okay.
and this cat lived almost 23 years.
Oh.
So she became really a family member. And after
How old were you?
what?
How old were you when you got it?
So it was 89. I was about not about. I was 11 years old.
Hmm. Okay.
Oh, yeah. It was really nice. No, I dreamed about a dog, but it never happened. So life goes on. I'm an old cat lady. I don't know. I have two cats now. I'm not sure what is going to happen next because they are turning 10 in
Is 10 old in cat years? I mean, 23. The other one lived for 23. So.
yeah, she lived. Well, cats they tend to live longer than dogs,
Hmm.
and I believe it's all about the size. I think that the bigger
Size
dog
doesn't matter, Boris.
size always matters, especially when you're eating sausage.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, if you take this big hounds, they have issues with the hearts and limbs, and the smaller dog is. I'm not an expert. I'm just
I don't know if it
observing.
is. I mean, there might be something to the size. I also just today read something about sizes and some kind of health stuff, but also what I heard kind of contributes is, some dogs are, well, most dogs are kind of naturally bred. They are just dogs that exist, but then some dogs are bred for, to be pets, like the French bulldogs and all those kind of things. And
Like pugs,
pugs and all those, yeah. And those things that are
poor
kind
creatures.
of bred for these kind of the cute features or whatever, they are more prone to sick than just ones that are
Yeah,
just.
because
I've
they
got
are
a
very
German Shepherd
artificial.
because it's German Shepherd, and it's a thing that has happened. Whilst the pug, it happened because someone thought it's a cute thing to kind of
If I'm not mistaken, they can't even reproduce in a normal way. They have to be artificially.
inseminate or whatever. Could be, I don't know that. Could be. But also, I have a good friends of mine. They have a French bulldog, which is old now. I'm just trying to think when. I think I was still even before. South Africa, which would mean at least 14 years. So about 14, 15 or something years old dog, and he's old now. So I, um, I also love that dog. And then when I go home to Hungary, I always visit these friends of mine. And nowadays, I always kind of scared a little bit that like next time I go home, that the dog is will be gone. Because now he's like he's blind to both of his eyes. I think his nerves in the kind of in the back part of his body is like kind of so he can't really kind of hold himself. So he drags his feet. He now even kind of poops himself. So he's got a diaper
Well,
and whatever.
he.
So it's 14 years old, and I think 14 is pretty good for dogs. And
Oh
French
yeah.
bulldogs are, I think, they're also these kind of bred things. They are so I don't know, but I read somewhere that those breeds that are kind of bred for the pleasure of humans, whatever, they are more prone to sickness. Um, yeah. We had basically I remember two dogs. We might have had something when I was smaller, but no, not really. We had two pulley, which is a Hungarian breed. They look like a mop, really like a mop. They have long hair.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know them.
They kind of get almost look like they were like Rastafarian
Hmm.
in the end. Um, but even that, I don't remember how long they lived, but they lived long. So
Yeah, depends on the breed, of course. I think that the most how we call it, most livable ones, how we call them, are the non-breed ones, these stray dogs.
the mongrels that
Yeah,
are like mixed. Huh? Could be, could be.
but otherwise, yeah, I think that the dogs is something that really interesting to look at, especially they're good for your health, you know, dogs.
In like you mean like
Because you have to go
psychologically,
out.
it's like
It
oh
doesn't matter what weather is outside, especially in Estonia. It's like raining cats and dogs, and you're taking your dog and you're going out, and there is nothing you can do. If this is a small dog like this toy terrier or whatever they are, you can use the diapers or
mm.
something like that. But when we're talking about some, I don't know, pit bull, for instance, there is nothing
Well,
you can do.
there is an assumption that you made there, which is this dog lives inside. I Dogs live outside. They don't live inside.
And we call them wolves.
No, no. What I mean is like I was even I really would like to have a dog, and but I live in an apartment now, and I've been thinking which breed is good, and I even know one of your friends they have like they keep a German Shepherd inside, and our dogs. So I grew up in a house with my parents. The house that my dad built, so we had a garden. So these dogs were always outside. These two bully dogs, they are actually herding dogs, so they need space to run around and all that. So they had the garden. The thing is, like for us, they were never inside, so they didn't stay inside. Even in the winter, even in the cold, they have the dog house. We make sure that it's warm and all those kind of things. So, but to me, dogs are not inside, and not creatures who stay inside the house. So or whatever place. So this hard thing that you have to go out and walk them is not really a thing because they're always out. So you don't need to make an effort to go and walk with them. You go out and play with them and all that. But and I told this to a friend of mine who's got, I think now two, maybe they had three, but they have two Great Danes that that are allowed to go in. They always had the garden too, but they allowed to go in, go on the couch, go on the whatever, and sleep inside and all those things. And I told him I was just talking to him recently, and I told him that the dogs came up, and I said the same thing. Dogs are outside kitchen. He was like upset, or like outraged in a friendly way. We are amazed, but like, how can I do this
Have
to
he
dog?
slapped you?
No, it was over the phone, so
Mm. No,
probably would
but
have.
mentally you
Yeah,
got a
I
very
felt,
red cheek.
yeah. I read the red chick was there, and he was also like, "How can I be so cruel?" And no, it's not cruel. It's well, I guess maybe that's how I saw it. But dad was also very like strict, like no, they can't come in. But No, you protect the house, you protect the land, you're outside, and that's it. They have big fur, so they're not exposed to the
Well, fun
cold.
fact is that those friend of mine that got the German Shepherd, they bought a house.
Uh, and I'm sure that the German Shepherd is going to be much happy. I mean, probably he can still go
They're
in.
not happy now because she's very playful and they don't have the high fence. So now they have to invest into the fence.
Mm,
Yeah, dogs are dogs.
those are dogs.
Dogs are dogs. They are very loyal, but from time to time they to do tend to escape.
I guess they also can be kind of more dangerous than cats, although I'm sure cats, I know cats can be assholes. They can scratch and they can bite, but dogs, they also loud. They can bark, and if you have a dog that like, some dogs just like to bark, and then it will just annoy your neighbors and annoy you. Um, and if they bite, they can cause damage. But yeah, dogs for the win.
Dogs for the win.
I love cats. The YouTube videos and all the cartoons and comics and memes that you can get from the, but they're all always based on like how cats don't give a shit.
Quite interesting. Nowadays, these pictures of funny cats and the videos about funny cats and funny animals, they're like all over the internet. But I don't recall cats or dogs or any animals to take being that popular and funny back in 80s, for instance. They've been just pets at home.
Well, I mean, there was no medium to spread all this thing, right? No Facebook, no Instagram, no I don't know, like these channels. It could be that too. Um, but yeah, I wonder kind of what status, especially yeah, did cats have the same reputation that they have now back then, like as in shared across basically the community that everyone that thinks the cats are these cats. Whilst back in the day, if you didn't have a cat, you had no idea what a cat is like. And I think more people probably had dogs, or at least dogs were more visible because, especially I came from a small town, so there were like with houses and almost everyone had dogs, just again to protect and whatever. So you see dogs and you kind of know what dogs are, but I don't know how often you see cats and you can form an
Well,
opinion
the
about it
cats
if you
have
don't
been
have
there
them.
with humans for a long time because they have been sacred animal in Egypt.
So I'm not saying they're not domesticated. I'm just saying like I don't know if how many people were exposed to cats as opposed to dogs back in the day when there was no internet and there was no nothing. So how would people know how cats are? I certainly didn't think of them as I think of them now. This like this, selfish, cold, whatever. Because I didn't really know them. My grandma had cats, but it was like one of those situations when the cat was a whore, and then basically was always pregnant, and there were always kittens. And the kittens are cute, but they always kind of hide, but you kind of catch them and you like. But I didn't regard them as this personality that they have now. And even now, I only know it from I guess from the popular
Maybe
culture,
because
right?
they've been if they've been even domesticated and they've been house animals, they've been more free to go anywhere they want. They were not sitting
Yeah.
in uh, four walls doing nothing. They came home just to sleep, but majority of the time they've been out, hunting, fucking, whatever
Mm.
they do there. Whilst the dogs,
Just stay with you. Yeah.
they're staying with you. From time to time, when they have a heat or something like that, or they've been frightened by some reason, they might run
Run
away.
away. Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, I have two cats. They are brother and sister. They
Are they castrated? Did
oh
you
yeah,
take?
yeah, they are. They are, what's the breed name? Orientals, and they no, these are
Again, the
extremely
breed.
social ones,
Okay.
and they don't have the anger gene in them.
Oh.
They're very friendly, but at the same time, they're very annoying because they want to talk to you, they want to spend time with you. So they are like dogs, honestly. So
But that's not annoying. Why is it annoying?
it is annoying because you haven't heard the voice of my female cat. Damn, she's loud.
Hmm.
Especially when you're sleeping at night and suddenly in the corridor this was
Oh,
waking you up.
okay, okay, okay.
But at the same time, if we're taking huskies, for instance, oh hell no, they don't know how to bark. They only
Oh,
howl,
oh,
and
oh.
it means that they can do either the the imitation of bark, like wah, 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 wah,
Okay.
or they will howl. And God forbid anyone to hold somewhere next to them because they will mirror
Strike.
it.
Yeah. Oh, my
They
dog.
will echo it right away.
Our dog did the same. Uh, but when something with a siren came, like a fire brigade or ambulance, or and we didn't even
Somebody is dying, and
we,
this asshole is howling.
we didn't even hear that because we live by a main road as well in my hometown, and we didn't even hear the thing that, but the dog started and literally the whine and the pitch, it kind of went with the. It's the same thing as the siren was like.
Okay,
He was kind of I don't know, howled
maybe
long, I guess.
maybe he was a musician.
Maybe he was a musician.
He had a perfect pitch, and he
Oh,
was practicing.
do you know what was also nice about this dog is when I so dogs also have this pack and pack order, and like
Yeah,
who's in the, and my dad was always the pack leader. He was strict. He was like he's
with
disciplined, and
his
if
friends,
it's like
with his friends, or with the dogs.
no, with my dad is respected, but no. And so at home, the dog he was the, and I was always the friend. I was the mate. I was the I played. I
So you were equal.
very cool. I rolled around with him in the grass and played and threw sticks and balls and whatever. Um, and then when I finally moved out of Hungary and I went back, I don't know, a few times a year. I don't know how the dog knew it, or maybe he was always there. But like literally, when I was coming home and someone picked me up from the airport, we drove home with the car, and even just as the car drove into, not even into the courtyard, just like in front of, we stopped, and the dog was at the fence waiting for me. It seemed like he's waiting for me. And then I got out of the car and I could see he was so. It doesn't matter if I was away for 6 months. Or he was just like so happy to see me.
There are plenty of videos about homecoming, and the
Mm.
dogs are
So that's
greeting
also something that.
their
Yeah,
humans with such joy and respect.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
it's so.
yeah. So it's just,
Uh,
they are so beautiful creatures, really. But I love all animals. I mean, I really do. Even.
Hippopotamus?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool.
No, no. I mean, I was just about to say actually that. So in South Africa, I really enjoyed going to safaris. I just go there.
Not hunting.
No, 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 no. But I would say something about hunting as well. I'm not against it. No, yeah, and then I just take 2 days off or 3 days off, or just make a long weekend and go to this safari that is there was about 2.5 hours from Durban. It's called the Shushului, spelled HLUHLUWE or something. So it's a Zulu-ish name, so it's totally not spelled as it's. But Shushului is the. And I just loved. I stayed inside. You can rent a place like within the safari. So you can get up early when they open the gates because they close the gates for the night. I open like wake up 5 in the morning. I get in my car. You have the map, and I just drove. I made my sandwiches the day before. I had my water and I had everything. And you go out to these tracks, and like the speed limit is like 30 kilometers per hour or something because you don't speed, you don't hit animals. And I was just driving for 8, 9, 10 hours just to kind of hope to see animals, spot. Well, an elephant is not a spotting; it's a big fucking thing that is there. But like spot small creatures, and everything from hippos, rhinos, lions, leopards, cheetahs, giraffes, everything, hyenas. aardvarks, porcupines. I saw so many and
Were
so I love
they
animals. I love animals. I really
were
enjoy
they
just
hostile while you
no.
were
Well,
there?
they can be, but they're usually not because
Well, they're
it's
used to those
it's
idiots who
it's
are.
less. I think it's some of it is that they used to. And it comes up with diving as well. I dive with sharks, and they are like you. I mean, you don't see what Boris is like a meter and a half from me. I dive with sharks that are a meter and a half from me, and I don't mind. There are some sharks that are crazy, but the point is, just because lion has big teeth and sharks has big teeth, and these are for them, it's a question of economy. When whether they attack or not, they're not going to attack because oh, I'm a violent animal with big teeth and whatever. I hunt, okay, out of protection, but also because I need to eat, and we are not prey. Like there is a big car that comes, it's not a prey. They don't feel the inclination to like do something just for fun because I'm whatever. Um, if you threaten, if you get close, I mean, everyone has this, humans, we also have, what is it called? This personal space kind of, which is like almost like a circle or I don't know, like a bubble around you. And if someone gets within that, then it's getting too much, it's too close. Interestingly, it is different. The kind of the radius of this is different as you go down to the more south, more warmer climates. So, Spanish people, Mediterranean people, they are very happy to hug. People up north, they don't even like to shake hands because it's like the space is different. But I'm digressing. So, no, they never,
I'm kind of hating you,
they were
that's
never.
okay. I'm kind of hating you, so
Okay,
that's
that's
okay.
good, good, good. That's well done. Goal, mission
Yes,
accomplished. And
Nordic straight.
and they never attacked. I do have a story, but they never really attacked. They can be in periods of phases when they are crazy. So elephants can, especially male bulls, so elephants are social, but sometimes they cast out a bull from the, I don't know if it's a group or what is the thing called, and then they can kind of go a little bit crazy, some hormones, whatever, and then they just fucking attack. And there are videos of like, there actually is a video I remember I saw it on YouTube, a Volkswagen Polo, uh, a white Volkswagen Polo, and there's this massive African elephant. African elephants are big, the males are very big, so it goes with the tusk into almost like a forklift under the car, punches through two holes through the door, and just fucking flips it over. So
Were they the any humans
yeah.
inside?
But the people were like on the road doing the safaring, and then they went too close, and this thing was crazy. You need to know your stuff. So like I often went alone. You don't go too close, and then once you start to feel uncomfortable just because of the sheer size of the being, you don't do it. Be careful. Um, but they're not. They're not. Same as with sharks. They don't like. They don't just attack because you are there. If you look like something that could be a prey, then maybe. Apparently, the surfer attacks. I don't know how true this is, but they say surfers when they wait for the wave, they kind of lie on the board with their
Mm-hmm.
hands and legs down, and from the bottom because these things are. I don't think they have like the sharpest eyesight. From the bottom, it just can look like a turtle. With
Okay.
the body and two things, and maybe that's kind of sometimes why. But when a
Not
lion,
because those surface calls them assholes.
yeah, because they do know, they do pick up human language and whatever they know.
Of
They
course, of
also,
course,
yeah,
of
yeah.
course, of course.
And then fuck that fucker that spilled
That
the
fucker,
oil in the.
exactly.
I remember,
Precisely.
yeah, and
I remember you. I know where you live.
and yeah, but
Hello.
I see I bore you now with my long story. Fuck you. So for a lion to kill something, they exert a shitload of energy, and after that they have to eat. The hunt has to be successful, and they need to eat to recover. If they attack random fucking shit and there's no gain for them, they will run out of energy. They won't be able. There will be other lions who didn't do this stupid thing, and then eventually Darwin and whatever will sort things out. So it's. I'm not saying they're not dangerous, but it's not like
I
the
love when Darwin is interfering
yeah.
into the wise decision of human beings.
So you want to stop at 30 minutes, motherfucker? Just because, like, anyway.
It was pretty interesting course of you being a hunter and a prey at the same time.
Hunting is good for if you do it to get food because you need food. That's legit because we are.
We are hunting for berries and avocados. It's
That's
important.
that's evil.
It's very evil. They're screaming. They have families, you know.
They must. Oh,
And
right there on the
and
tree, the same tree.
milking almond is quite
That is
violent in
that
process.
is that is like I saw almond porn. A
I've
lot of
heard
milking.
stories of used almonds.
Yeah.
Anywho, I think that this is pretty nice, pretty good for first try. Let's see what tomorrow brings.
Yeah. What makes us smile next week?
Who knows? Maybe nothing
Maybe
will
nothing,
make us smile, and
or maybe everything,
we
or
will
maybe
start a
cocaine.
new podcast. The
Hmm.
things that make me grim,
Rim.
grim,
What it rim? That's
grim.
also that's
That's
also
what
wouldn't be a
that
bad.
made you smile.
That made me smile, but that's also a good podcast idea. What made me rim?
My God, my God! There will be a plenty of different postcards, postcards.
Podcards.
Oh my God! Yes, I need to send a dove with the message.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and then I'll see you next time.
Time.
Next time, who knows when. Thank you and good night.
Again. Bye.